He gotta make it up. But what he don't know, he's not gonna say he don't know it. He makes it up. Like dinosaurs, you say, well, dinosaurs are extinct. He don't have the answers. So what he do, he wing it. Because the Most High haven't revealed it to him. Go ahead. Let me go, and technically, let me go back to the book, like the dinosaurs mentioned in the book of Genesis. Because the Most High created everything. The Most High created, he created, what's that, Ecclesiastes? Whatever Lord created.
Enoch and Leviathan?
Yep, you get that and get on Genesis 1 and
At the same time.
It says he also created great wells. I think that's 21.
That means certain dinosaurs we had as pets.
That's right. Like the elder said, like, we had certain dinosaurs that was used as pets. One, I think it's 21. It's in the first chapter. Okay. Read on, check on 21. Yeah, it's 21. Start at 20. I'm gonna show you how we're gonna show you how dinosaurs mentioned in the Bible, in the book of Genesis.
And you know what?
So go ahead, bro.
Dinosaurs still exist.
They still exist.
Because when the flood came, it only destroyed the animals that were on land.
That's right.
What about the dinosaurs that were in the water?
Yeah.
They still exist.
Water can destroy something that lives in water.
Yeah.
Get on, read that real quick, bro. Genesis 1 and 20, and read down 21.
Genesis 1 verse 20. And God said, let the waters bring forth abundantly the moving creatures that have life. And the fowl.
Because everything came out the waters. All living creatures came out the waters. Go ahead.
Right. That have life. And fowls that may fly above the earth and in the open firmament of heaven.
Go ahead.
Yeah, it goes into that, can I say?
Go ahead.
It says the fowls came that fly above in the firmament. So it came out of the water.
Came out the waters. That's right. And even the lands came out the water. Because before you get land, you get volcanoes. And through volcanoes, you get land. Go ahead.
Yeah, and God created great wells.
And read it again.
And God created great wells.
And the Lord created great wells. Now, when you look into the Hebrew, I forget the actual Hebrew word, but the word there is serpent or dragon, with Esau called dinosaurs, or because the Most High created. We're gonna read in the Apocrypha. He created Leviathan. So the Most High, he created dinosaur. He created behemoth. He created Leviathan. But Esau, he put wells there. That's talking about, great so-called dinosaurs. Go ahead.
And every living creature that moves.
And every little creature that moves. Let's hold that. Let's go there to the Apocrypha.
Second Ezra, chapter 6, verse 48.
So now we're thinking to the real soul food. Go ahead.
It says, for the dumb water and without life brought forth living things at the commandment of the Most High.
It said, read that one more time.
For the dumb water and without life brought forth living things.
So we just said that the waters brought forth living things. So everything came out the waters. Go ahead.
At the commandment of the Most High.
At the commandments of the Most High. So the Most High gave the word and it happened. Go ahead.
That all people might praise thy wondrous works.
The all people may praise his wonderful works. This is all the Most High's works. Because he giveth wisdom, he will take away wisdom. Go ahead.
Then didst thou ordain.
I'm sorry, that's why the Esau, the so-called white man, his scientist, he can't figure out certain things because it was not given. Go ahead.
Then didst thou ordain.
The Lord's going to give it to his elect when the time presents itself, when we cross over to the kingdom. We're going to have that knowledge. Go ahead.
Then didst thou ordain two living creatures.
Then didst thou ordain two living creatures. Go ahead.
The one thou callest Enoch.
That's what mean man. Go ahead.
No, it means learn.
It means learn. I'm sorry. It's talking about learn because the Most High gave the highest wisdom to man. So, which is going into Adam. So, he gave the land onto men. Go ahead.
And the other, Leviathan.
Which is going to Adam, really Adam. The land was given unto Adam. You had other nations, but Adam, he ruled. He was given dominion over everything.
Yep.
Go ahead, because you always had a chosen people. Go ahead.
It says, and the other Leviathan.
And other Leviathan. All right, other Leviathan.
Yeah,
with the goose called Godzilla.
And in the book of Job, it calls it the behemoth. Behemoth? You think of behemoth, it's pretty much a dinosaur.
Yeah. And that's a different species. You got the Most High got different giant species. You know, and they're still around. But Esau, he doesn't know. He doesn't know. All you got to do is find fossils and find bones. But he doesn't know where they are now because the Most High, he hid it. Go ahead.
And Esau can't go so much far down. He can't go so much down in the earth to back you up. I mean, in the water, under the ocean.
Yep. He'll blow up.
That's right.
That's right. The pressure.
He had a movie called The Abyss. Dealt with it.
But all the pressure of the deep in the water will crush his rib cage. So we read that. Let's go back and read it again.
Yeah, man, all these creatures do all types of amazing shit. They can change colors. You know, they could disappear, they could blend in, but you can't believe that
They could glow.
they could glow, and you can't believe that a dinosaur still exists.
Shoot fire out their mouth.
Yeah, underwater.
Smoke out their nostrils.
I think I saw a stat that says outer space is more discovered than the oceans and Earth.
Yep. They said we only have 1% of
And I'm sorry, outer space is the waters too. You know, that's just the elements not joined together, but it's mostly waters. Go ahead. Read that again. 21.
and God created great wells.
So the Most High created great wells. That's talking about Leviathan. It's not talking about wells because, like Most High, it speaks about fowls, but it doesn't tell you what fowl it is. You know, it speaks about living creatures. But I know where the Most High just say wells. You know, that don't make any fucking sense. That's right there. When you read it, like, wait a minute, like wells. Most High didn't even mention what type of fowl it was, but all of a sudden you mentioned what type of sea creature it was.
They don't have that.
That's why we looked into it. We're talking about Leviathan. Go ahead.
And every living creature that moveth, which the waters brought forth abundantly after their kind.
That's right. That's right. More than one. They multiply among themselves. That's why the Lord said, you know, be fruitful and multiply, and that they should go after their kind. There was no mixture.
There's no fucking animals and shit.
Yeah, he wasn't getting zebras. Or you call that half lion, half tiger? A liger. That wasn't happening back then. And I'm sorry, and that's why the thing is fucked up is the way it is now, because the breaking of the laws of the Most High. Because we speaking about Leviathan, we speaking about the creatures that come out the waters, but the Most High also created bacteria. He created viruses. He created parasites, and that's really the cause to all diseases. It's parasites, which is living organisms that's feeding off your body and taking your nutrient, robbing your nutrients and your minerals before you get to it. So, and that's what gets you sick. That's why you got cancer cells. Cancer, the death of cancer rate is skyrocketing because what's cancer? Abnormal cells growing in your body. What's causing them abnormal cells to grow in your body? Parasites, living organisms. No, what is the STD? A parasite, a living organism, a living organism. HIV, which is a virus. That's a living organism. You got parasites that once they're in your body, they carry fungus with them. And then you have fungus that start to grow in your body.
Parasites shit in your system too.
And they shit, yeah, that's
They
true.
create, diseases.
They create diseases.
Those are when they shit, that's the toxin.
There's the toxins coming out. That's why your body, has certain diseases, it ends in itis. That's inflammation.
Aspartame is the shit from
Yeah.
certain parasites.
E. coli, right?
Everything, that's the artificial sugar.
Yeah.
They put in that fake ass.
Yeah, but they say it's,
No, but you look it up.
it's the shit from E. coli. virus.
It's if you look it up, it's actual shit from those
Some bacteria.
bacteria.
But you know what that goes to show you? No matter,
Put in gum and shit.
that goes to show you.
Diet
I
drinks.
want to bring this scripture out real quick. That goes to show you, no matter how insignificant, if I could just bring this out, that shows you, no matter how insignificant you may view something to be, it still holds a purpose. That whole idea of the law of nature, no, that's the law of the Most High. Okay? Now the brother mentioned viruses and how aspartame comes from the shit of the E. coli virus. Now check this out. This is Ecclesiasticus 11:3. The bee is little among such as fly. So among all things that fly, a bee is little amongst them, right? But her fruit is the chief of sweet things. In other words, amongst all the things that fly, a bee is little, but a bee's fruit is chief amongst all things. Meaning, though a bee is viewed as being insignificant, it brings forth something of high value. Like how we are viewed as being insignificant, but we bring forth the word of the Lord, which is of a great value. No matter how insignificant something is,